Published 2109 EDT, the 4th of September 2017. Updated 0317 EDT, the 5th of September 2017. She is juggling her weekly job as a judge on America's Got Talent with a messy divorce from ex-Stephen Belafonte, as well as her motherly duties to her 3 daughters. What to speak of claims she has been seeing a married Beverly Hills cop since May of this year. And on Monday, Mel B, 42, looked like she had a lot on her mind as she stepped out in Los Angeles in a bizarre blue belted one-shoulder peplum top. Tense Mel B looked concerned as she made her way to the grocery store on Monday in Studio City, California. Tensely holding her phone up to her ear, she made her way into a grocery store sporting slicked back hair and large sunglasses. Despite all that she has going on, Mel was still able to color coordinate her look for her errands, sporting a pair of ripped skinny jeans with baby blue heels to match her top. The former Spice Girl squeezed in her errands by picking up groceries for her family before she returned to judge another round of America's Got Talent on Tuesday night. She later picked up her stepdaughter Giselle Belafonte for a family trip to Disneyland. Bonding time. The singer picked up her daughter Giselle for a trip to Disneyland. Big hug. Mother and daughter hugged it out as they greeted each other. The Beverly Hills cop that Mel B is rumored to be dating, police officer Ryan Lawrence, 32, is a hostage and crisis negotiator. Mel and the officer have allegedly been romantically involved since May. The pair were introduced at the beginning of the year by a high-ranking Beverly Hills PD police officer with whom Mel is personal friends. Sources claim Mel's outing comes just days after new claims recently surfaced ahead of her final divorce hearing. Police officer Ryan Lawrence, 32, who is a hostage and crisis negotiator with the Beverly Hills Police Department, has been secretly dating Mel since May behind wife Morgan's back. It's claimed on the run the former Spice Girl, 42, was in a hurry as she ran into Ralph's supermarket. Her estranged husband Belafonte claimed in an explosive new legal declaration that she had battled a cocaine and alcohol addiction which impacted their marriage and Mel's ability to care for her 3 children. The declaration, said to be backed up by text messages between Beverly Hills marriage therapist Dr. Charles Sophie, the former Spice Girl, and Belafonte, details the bitter fallout between the ex-couple after they separated and how Belafonte feared for the safety of Mel's 3 children. Reports claim Mel had failed in an attempt to have the explosive documents sealed at a recent court hearing. She had filed for divorce from the film producer in March earlier this year. Scary indeed. Her top was quilted, belted, featured one shoulder and lots of peplum pieces, according to Belafonte's declaration, included in a shocking court filing obtained exclusively by DailyMail.com. The America's Got Talent judge was said to have a habitual and consistent addiction to cocaine and alcohol. Mail Online have contacted a representative for Mel. Belafonte details the bitter fallout between the couple after they separated and how he feared for the safety of Mel's daughters Phoenix, 18, Angel, 10, and 6-year-old Madison, whom she shares with Belafonte. Coordinated. Despite her busy schedule, she still found time to color coordinate her outfit, matching her shoes to her extravagant top. Family outing. The former Spice Girls star celebrated her daughter Madison's 6th birthday at Disneyland. Good times. The singer spent time with daughter Angel at the theme park. Fan favorite Mel B wore a flowing pastel dress to the theme park in Anaheim, California. Fantasyland. The singer and her family rode the Alice in Wonderland ride together. Goofing around. Goofy joined Mel and her family for photos. Snack time. The America's Got Talent judge enjoyed a snack at the park. Ears on. Mel wore cute fairy ears while at Disneyland holding hands. The singer held hands with the birthday girl as they strolled through the park. A source told DailyMail.com that Mel's drug and alcohol abuse were the real reason for the separation and that Belafonte was blindsided by the star's subsequent allegations of domestic abuse, something which he had denied and referred to as a smear campaign. In the declaration, Belafonte, 42, says the biggest reason for my concern with respect to the safety of the children was due to the petitioner's habitual and consistent addiction to and abuse of cocaine and alcohol. To make matters worse, my fear for the children's safety was amplified due to the fact that petitioner had fired the children's nanny, who had been in the children's lives since 2010, and I did not want petitioner using drugs and drinking around the children, especially without anyone else present to care for the children. Petitioner's drinking and drug abuse had been a major issue throughout our marriage and was witnessed by the nanny, the children, and her own therapist, Dr. Sophie. Slick. Mel wore her newly's horn locks wet and brushed back tightly against her scalp for the outing. Former Spice Girl fired nanny Lorraine Gillen later accused her of sleeping with her husband behind her back and even falling pregnant with his baby. Claims Belafonte and the nanny have denied. The revealing three-way text message exchanges between Mel, Belafonte and their marriage counselor came at the height of their troubles shortly after they had separated in March 2017. In the text messages seen here, Dr. Sophie is seen on the messages as Dr. Sophie, Belafonte's baby, and Mel B as mother. 2014. The texts reveal how mother of the Mel agreed to take a daily dose of prescription drug antabuse to tackle her alcoholism, which according to Dr. Sophie, would prove she would be safe around her children, the paperwork states. Belafonte states in the document during the text exchange, in order to try to ease my concerns, Drive. Sophie, a mandated reporter, informed me that he would try to control petitioner's alcohol and drug abuse and that he and petitioner made an agreement regarding petitioner's substance abuse, as well as child safety. Working girl Mel is currently a judge on America's Got Talent, which airs live on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Seen here during last week's live show. In the follow-up text, Belafonte expressed concern about his children, adding, "What about my kids? She took them for sick me yesterday and I do not have any idea where they are or who they're with." Mel responded, "We are in a gated community called The Summit. They are very excited and happy." The text messages have been released as part of a filing at LA Superior Court on Friday. In his declaration, Belafonte hits out at his ex for her unilateral and calculated decision to try to restrict his relationship with Angel, whom she shares with actor Eddie Murphy. The movie producer says a prior agreement that he could see his stepdaughter Angel as well as Madison wasn't maintained. Locking horns, Mel had opposed Stephen's request for unsupervised visits, after claiming he is a danger to her children. A full divorce hearing is scheduled for September 25. Stephen shares daughter Madison with Mel, and it has recently been reported that he is seeking visitation of Mel's daughter Angel, 10, with ex-Murphy, 54, while Mel's lawyer had asked for Angel's involvement to be kept private. Belafonte's lawyer Michael Hanasa argued his client has raised the girl from a young age and said she already lacks privacy because she is paraded around on TMZ. Los Angeles Superior Court's Judge Lawrence Riff granted the film producer's request to submit papers allowing him to apply for visitation in the future. Of the decision, he said, "The request is granted. Let me just observe that of paramount concern is the best interests of this minor, Angel. Right now before the court are the contentions by the two litigants as to what is in that child's best interests." Mr. Belafonte asserts and alleges that it is in that child's best interests for him to have frequent and continued contact with a child he is saying he raised from infancy. The petitioner says it is not in Angel's best interest for that to occur. Split. The declaration, said to be backed up by text messages between Beverly Hills marriage therapist Dr. Charles Sophie, the former Spice Girl, and Belafonte, details the bitter fallout between the ex-couple after they separate. Whether Mr. Belafonte has the rights of a step-parent are not in front of the court today, so I take no position on that. He said Mr. Murphy is entitled to be joined as a party as soon as Mr. Belafonte seeks any visitation with Angel. Mail Online previously contacted representatives for both Mel and Eddie. Stephen had previously failed to win temporary rights over Angel, who was born 3 months before he married Mel back in 2007. Back in April, he had regained visitation rights to daughter Madison but was told he will only be allowed to see her with heavy supervision. Drama. According to Belafonte's declaration, included in a shocking court filing obtained exclusively by DailyMail.com, the America's Got Talent judge was said to have a habitual and consistent addiction to cocaine and alcohol. Belafonte was granted heavily monitored visitation rights which state he can see Madison, but in a predetermined center in LA with the presence of a court supervisor. The judge ruled for visits to occur twice a week for 4 hours, but he must attend alone. Throughout the messy divorce proceedings, Mel had opposed Stephen's request for unsupervised visits, after claiming he is a danger to her children, due to his criminal connections and links to the porn industry. The hearings that have taken place so far have been damaging for both sides, with the court being told Mel has wiped out her £39 million $50 million Spice Girls fortune after leading an extremely extravagant lifestyle. A full divorce hearing is scheduled to begin on September the 25th. Moore claims Belafonte also hits out at Mel for trying to restrict his relationship with Angel, her daughter, with actor Eddie Murphy. He is currently seeking visitation rights to Angel, who he claims he has raised shortly after she was born.